Okay, great. So, hello everyone, and welcome to the ninth demo of our enterprise project. And today we are going to review a pretty cool and things that community were expected really. And this is the multi-sig operations with thinking with the Spectre or Omni matrix protocol, as we call it, that is based on the matrix. But before that, before watching the demo, let's check the slides with other updates because we have a lot of news happened for last month. And first of all, let me remind that our project is a part of a Substrate Builders program. And in the beginning of May, we completed the Substrate Builders program milestone 1, and we delivered more than we expected. So we plan to deliver only 3 features that were light clients and parachain data verification, Polkadot Vault usage for signing operations, and multi-sigs with OMP, Omni Message Matrix Protocol. But moreover, we delivered multi-shard operations and staking. So we are really happy to be a part of a Substrate Builders program, and we are really honored that we completed the first level. And we are not going to stop on it. We are going to proceed and complete second and the third level, so that get more and more experience and more support from the community and from experts from the Substrate Builders. And about the project updates, so we completed our work for the multi-sig operations. We completed the development, and what can we say? That our application stores all multi-sig information in one place. And I mean that on a single page, you can check the multi-sig operations in all the supported networks. So if you use the multi-sig account in Polkadot, Kusama, Akala, StateMine, StateMint, then on a single page in our application, you see all the multi-sig operation with status of a multi-sig, with options to cancel or approve it, with a log. That means who and when signed the operation. And also, as I said, we share the code data automatically using the OMP. So you don't need to share it in Telegram, Matrix, or other messengers. So it's pretty cool. And moreover, our application can decode the code data so that the operation will be represented in a human readable format. For example, for the transfer, the recipient and the amount will be shown. For the staking operations, all attributes of a staking operation will be shown. For example, for the start staking, the set of validators, the reward destination, and staking amount will be shown. For staking more, the staking amount will be shown, and so on and so on. So it's pretty cool, and you are able to understand what you are signing. It's not a blind signing. Really cool. So besides these human readable operations, on this dashboard where you check all the operations, all the multi-sig operations in all the network, you can get the real-time updates. For example, if someone have signed the operation and you keep your Omni application opened on this page, then the data will be updated in real time, and it's pretty cool. Also, we are continue working on the redesign and branding. It's really important because we realized that our application is much more than was in the beginning when we started this milestone. Besides the multi-sig operations, we have staking, we have multi-shard operations, and it's something different from what we planned. And that's why we decided to make a small redesign and rebranding in order to provide more lightweight branded design and more lightweight solution. Also, we make our design nice and smooth so that all the operations will be really smooth. You won't see any delays and something that looks buggy or something like that. And we are making really small UX improvements because we don't have much time before the release, but some UX improvements will be made, especially for the multi-shard wallet. And we are preparing to the product launch. So when we are talking about the product launch, we don't mean because we don't think about only about the product itself. I'm saying about the development, about the debugging and testing. We also provide everything from the customer support and customer care. We are preparing wiki, guidelines. We are making our project open source. And it's not just clicking a button on the GitHub. It's providing the guides how to contribute to the project, how project is structured, how to run the application, and how to build and debug it. And also, we are working on channels where we can communicate with our users, with our customers, and providing the ways how can we help them really fast, but in the same way, how to keep the same velocity of our dev team. And for sure, we are going to work on the social media in terms of soft launch preparation. It's a work that takes time, but that should be done because from our point of view, it's impossible to build a high quality product without good user support. Yeah, so as a result, we are more or less ready to launch, and let me show the last feature that was planned to be delivered in this milestone. It's a multi-sig. So let's switch to the demo. And on the demo, I'm going to show from two laptops with two different signatories, how can I create multi-sig operation, how it will appear on the dashboard, how you can sign and cancel this operation by our signatory, and let's review some corner cases. Okay, so I had the Omni application running. Let me remove all this stuff. So this is my multi-sig account, and I'm operating with it in a few networks. And in the main menu, you can find the multi-sig operations, and here you see two. This is the number of multi-sig operations that are not signed or not canceled, and I can prove it. So here we have a filter, and I can select the operation status and check that on signing. And you see that I have only two operations in Edgeware and in Akala, and these operations have to be signed or canceled. So it means that I are not completed. Also on this board, I can check the details about this operation. So let's start and I'll describe it. So this is the human readable format of a multi-sig operation because call data is not something that is really readable. So that's why it was decoded by Omni application. And here I see that it's a stake more operation. It's a description that was written by the signatory who originated the operation, and it was shared with our Omni matrix protocol. Also, I see that this operation was already executed, and it was signed by my signatory and my second signatory. And also, I can check the log and see here the execution process that it was signed first and then second. And also I can check the advanced details. And here I see some technical information. It's a call hash, call data, depositor, deposit, and also the time point when the multi-sig was created. And also I see the link to the block explorer so that I can check this operation in Subscan. So yeah, it will be shown here. And you can find here pretty the same information that it was taken, bond extra, that means take more, and it was initialized and executed. So, but let's go back to the operations. Here we have some filters. So I can filter by network, by operation status, and let's try to create the operation. So let's start from the transfer. I'm going to make a transfer in Akala, and I'm going to make a transfer to my signatory. So my multi-sig wallet is selected, and I'm going to make a transfer. I'm going to make a transfer to this account. It's my personal account. And I'm going to send, for example, 2 ACA tokens. And let's say that it's a bonus for the good demo. Okay, so this transaction is already exist. It means that the same transaction already exists and no need to create it again. So I'm going to increase the bonus and set free. Okay, so I should review and confirm this transaction and prepare my Polkadot for signing the operation. Okay, I scan the QR code. The process of signing is pretty the same as for other operations. Okay, let's wait when the operation will be submitted. Okay, great. So the operation was submitted, and let's check it. So we can see that, yeah, it's already here, but it said that it's unknown. Maybe there are some problems with the network connection, but it should be updated really soon. And here we see the information about the depositor, about the time point, and the log. So you see that my signatory has already signed it. So let's check the log. Okay, so it looks pretty good. And now let me share my another screen. Okay, just a second. Okay, so you see now it's another screen on another laptop, and this is the second signatory. And you see that the information was successfully exchanged through the Omni matrix protocol. And you see that this transfer with 3 ACA tokens that I just created. And I see that this account has already signed it. And I can approve this transaction. I can't cancel it because it may be canceled only by the depositor. So let's try to approve it. I click to approve and click to sign it. And I have to prepare my Polkadot vault. Okay, and now I click to continue. Let's wait while approval will be submitted. And I can share the screen on my first laptop. So let's wait. And now you see that the status was updated, the transaction was executed, and here you can find that the operation was signed and executed. So looks pretty good, and we can check another operation. So let's try to make some staking operation on the west end. So I have my account that already staking, and I'm going to stake more tokens, for example. And I'm going to stake 3 more tokens. I'm not going to fill the description. It will be filled automatically. And I'm going to sign it. So 3 VND, stake more. Sounds good. Maybe there are some problems with the network connection. Just a second. Taking. Yeah, seems that there are some problems with the network connection on the west end. So let me switch to another node. Probably, maybe it will be working faster. Okay, now we should wait for a QR code. Okay, great. So finally I can sign it. And okay, so let's wait. The operation will be submitted. And at the same time, I will share it on my another laptop. So let's wait, and this operation should appear here. Yeah, it shows as unknown, but now you see that it's a stake more because the information about the call data was shared with the OMP. And now it shows it as stake more, 2 VNDs, and also the description is shown here. And I can check the log and see that it was signed by my first signatory. So that's how the multi-sig operation works. So you can create it and it works pretty the same as regular operations. And it's pretty nice that you can get all the information here on the dashboard and understand what is the operation here and sign or cancel it. And let's share my screen back. Okay, so now I'm going to show some other things like canceling the operation. And for that purpose, there is a cancel button. I can click it and yeah, let's check how it works. So for the canceling, I have to enter the reason of rejection of the operation. For example, maybe a wrong amount. And now I can sign this operation. Oh, something went wrong. I can sign it this operation. Yeah, the west end is pretty slow today, so let's wait for the QR code here. And let me explain why the rejection reason is here. Sometimes when signatory rejects the operation, it's not obvious why it was done, but we are providing this rejection reason in order to explain to other signatories why the operation was cancelled. So, for example, it was wrong amount, or maybe wrong arguments, or maybe the mind was changed. So everything might happen. And it's really, really nice if you can share the reason of rejection with ours. Okay, finally, I've got the QR code. Now I can scan it and sign the operation. Okay, let's wait while the rejection will be submitted. Yeah, today it really takes time on the west end. Okay, and now you can see that it was the view was changed. Now you see the rejected mark with a signatory, and in the log you can find that the operation was rejected. And we can check this operation in the block explorer as well. And we should see pretty the same picture, that it was taken, bond extra, and I see that it's being processed by the West End block explorer. So let's wait for a few seconds. Yes, and you see that the operation was cancelled and the signatory canceled the operation. And let's check how it looks on the laptop where the second signatory is working. So you see that the same operation is here, and yeah, the same operation is here. And now the first signatory is marked as the signatory who rejected the operation. And the rejected reason that I shared is here. So it says wrong amount. And it's the same that I inputted when we rejected the operation. So that's how signing and creating the signing and the rejection of iteration works. And now let me show some corner cases. I should mention that not all of the signatories might use the Omni application. And for that signatories, we designed the synchronization not only with the spectrum matrix protocol, but also with the blockchain. So, for example, let's try to make some operations for the edgeware. Okay, so I should, for example, I'm using the Polkadot.js apps for it, and I'm going to make a transfer to my signatories account, and I'm going to send to this account, for example, 5 H tokens. Okay, so I sign it, and this operation will be stored only on the blockchain. So the only information that we can get is that the fact that the operation happening and that it was signed by someone. And now you see it's appeared here. And here we show that it's a non-operation because it was created outside the Omni and the information about it wasn't shared in the Omni application. But I see it here and I see the log, and Omni recognized that my signatory created this operation. And at the same time, I can check the advanced details, check the deposit, multi-sig deposit, time point when the operation was created, and also I can check it in the block explorer. Okay, so it should be pretty the same as in our application. Yes, so it's pretty the same. And what can I do? I can add the call data. I have to add the call data in order to make a final signing of the operation by our signatory. And if I add the call data here in Omni, this call data will be shared with our signatories. So let's try to do it. I click to add the call data, I copy it here. If I enter wrong call data, the application will show that this data is incorrect. So it validates it. So I click continue. And you see the Omni application is really smart, and it recognized that it's a transfer of 5 H tokens to this account. Okay, pretty cool. And now let's proceed and sign this operation on our device. Okay, I'm resharing my screen. And what I see here that this operation is already in a human readable format because I shared the call data by the first signatory, and it was shared through the Omni matrix protocol to other signatory. And it was decoded, and now I can approve it. Okay, let me do it. And I'm going to sign it. Yeah, let's wait for the QR code. As we saw today, it takes time. Yeah, maybe the internet connection is not the best today. While we are waiting, I also would like to explain when I sign this operation, it also will be, the changes also will be reflected to my first signatory. And also keep in mind that you can cancel the operation without sharing the call data. So when the operation appeared here in the Omni application, the cancel button was available for the first signatory. Yeah, I don't know why it's so slow. Just give me a second. I'll try to approve it one more time. Yeah, so it seems that something wrong with the network connection, but then let me cancel this operation. So I am back to the first signatory and I click to the cancel. I try to sign it. The reason is I can't sign it. Okay, so here it works much better. And let me continue. Okay, so it was rejected and I can check the log. So the same picture here. Yeah, so that's how it works. So we see unknown operation here. Maybe the connection problem happened here. So let's add the call data in order to check it once again. So we can copy the call data from the block explorer and add it here. Nice. Now it's transfer of free ACA tokens here. So yeah, that's how it works. We are going to make some improvements and let me back to the slides and I will explain what should be done here. So let's go back to the corner cases that we faced. So we discussed how application works when someone creates a multi-sig operation outside the Omni application, and we checked it on the Edgeware example. So it works with all supported networks, and if someone creates the operation and share the call data with you, you can still using the Omni application, and it's not a blocker if someone use Polkadot.js application or any other multi-sig application for signing operations. We are continuing solving problems with matrix connection and network connection. If something goes wrong, the state should be recovered anyway, so that you shouldn't copy and paste call data anymore. And also there's some problems with race conditions when you get updates really, really fast. And Omni should be pretty smart in order to process the updates in the correct flow. So we are close to solve all these rest of problems, and the application works pretty well, as you saw. And let's proceed with the milestone overview. So finally, we completed the multi-sig operations, and as I said, we are debugging and testing it, and we are going to finish it soon and continue preparing to the soft launch of the application. So that's all. If you'd like to share any feedback, please scan this QR code. Also, you can check these slides and recording of this video again on YouTube really soon. And leave some feedback in the Polkadot direction, in Matrix, or using the link tree or email. We are always welcome to get a feedback. So if you have some questions, please let me know in the chat. And that's all from my side. Thank you for your attention and your time. So let me check the chat. Okay, I don't see any questions. So thanks everyone. Enjoy your Friday and yeah, and enjoy upcoming weekend. See you. Bye bye.